Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I am working on more photos from Salzburg, Austria, 6x8 pocket pages, and I'm hoping this one goes really quickly because I've already picked out most of the stuff that I want. If you watch my previous video, we were along the river, I think, and walking around. After that, we were hungry, we needed some lunch, and we wanted to just wander the city for a while. So we did find a place to eat, and I have photos from that I want to use. And then we had some sorbet for dessert because it was also like ungodly hot. That part of Europe was having a heat wave pretty much the entire 10 days that we were there, and it was pretty brutal at points. So we ate a lot of sorbet on this trip. I had the mango, it was fantastic, and I love it that these match. It worked out wonderfully. And then we just saw some random things around the city, and one of the things I love about Europe is all the scooters. There are so many scooters. We just don't see that in the United States. And I happened to have this die cut, and I've been hoarding this sucker forever, not knowing how I was going to use it. Well, here's my chance. So I printed off this little background here, and I'm going to attach the scooter and maybe put a little phrase or something. And I love all the bright colors. It feels very summery, very bright and fun. So that's what I'm starting with today. All right, I adhered the scooter already. It was slightly too large for the card, so I just clipped off the ends there, and I think it looks fine. I found two things in my stash that I want to use. I have this little pennant type thing here that says right here, and I think I want to put it up top of the sorbet. Kind of brings out that pink a little bit, and then I have the pink down here. And then on this side, I found this little tab, and I think I actually want to use it on the bottom. And hanging over the edge, I'll clip off the extra, and I want to stamp some little phrase in there about food. And I have plenty of food stamps, so I'm not worried about what I could, stamp there because I have plenty. And I may put a little piece of washi here just to delineate this, but I'm not exactly sure. I might go with something like this color to bring out this kind of turquoise and teal. Not sure, but those are my preliminary ideas. So when I was looking at the photos, I noticed I do have some black happening. I have my Diet Coke here, or excuse me, they call it light Coke in Europe. So I have that here. I have the wheels on the scooter, a little bit here in these archways and windows, and then on the bikes here. So I think I'm going to do this washi and do just a little strip right here, a torn strip to delineate between the title and then the area where I'm going to journal. And this is an old one. I think it's from A Beautiful Mess. I've had it a long time. You don't get a ton in there because it's a smaller roll, but that's all right. It works for what I need. And I want to get that about to the middle. Yeah, let's see how that looks. I like it. All right, so that takes care of that. And then I think I'll figure out what I'm going to stamp in here. It's got to be something pretty small for it to fit in there. So I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I will look in my stamps. I found these stamps in my stash, and these are from Technique Tuesday. They're an older set. It's from 2016. They're actually made for a planner, but I use them in scrapbooking. I was debating on doing lunch, but I think it's going to be too short. It's the right height, but it's going to be too short. So I think what I might do is use the snack time, but stamp it side by side rather than top to bottom. So let's see. Can you get a good view of that? There you go, that one. All right, so there you go. I stamped the snack time, and what I did was, since I wanted them side by side rather than top to bottom, I just took the stamp and I just used a marker to ink one word at a time, and I stamped it that way. So I think it turned out pretty well, and then I'm just going to overlap it like so and cut off what I don't need. So I only want adhesive probably on the top half. There we go. And then just center it as best as I can by eyeballing. Make sure that the word won't get totally cut off. So that's where the bottom will be. I think that's a good amount of margin left there. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess. There we go. And that's what we're left with, which I like. And then this feels a little blank to me, so I'm going to just put a little staple right above the line there in the middle. Yeah. And there we go. So we have that. And I don't think I'll do anything with this because otherwise I'll have 3 things stacked up in a row, which I don't like. So probably leave that alone. I've already done some washi up here. Oh, I've got like a bubble in there, I just noticed. What's happening there? Oh, there's something stuck to the back of it. Well, guess what? We're going to take that off then and get a new piece. There, I attached a new piece of washi with no bubbles, so that works better. Much happier with that. All right, so I think for now that side might be done, and it's just a matter of putting this on and then figuring out, do I want to do anything with these photos? And I don't know that I want to do a lot with the motorcycles because that's a pretty busy picture, or the scooters there, mopeds, whatever they call them over there. There's a lot happening there, so I don't know that I want to add too much to that, but you never know. But here there's nothing really happening except the tops of the buildings, so I might be able to get away with it there. So there we go, I have that on there. I'm also going to put a staple in here. There we go. So that's done. So let's see what I think here. Yeah, you know, if I do anything, it's going to be over here, I think. I don't want it on the left side, too close to the scooter. But if I put it on the right side, it's not detracting from this photo, and I'm not really losing anything here. So it'll be this corner, the right-hand corner. Now I have to go in search of a label or embellishment or something. I found a label in my stash. I like this one. It's plenty long. It's got the color of pink that I want to bring in there, and I think it'll be fine if I just kind of cover up the top. You know, when I look at it, I kind of almost wish I could cover up the bottom because I don't need all those people. But then I don't like it stacked up. You know what? I'll stamp it first and then I'll play around with it. I have chosen this stamp set, and I think this is one from Citrus Swiss, maybe an older one. And this stamp is hanging out because we were just kind of walking in the square, eating our sorbet, seeing what we saw. We weren't in a hurry by any means. So I have that ready to go. I'll stamp that on there and then I'll play around with where I want it. So I rearranged my photos, as happens sometimes, to get a better layout that I like. So I switched these two. So now this bottom piece is all the way to the left, which is fine. And then I switched up these photos as well. I don't want the scooters next to each other, so I had to move the pockets around a little bit. And then these are not all linear, which I like. I've got one at the bottom on the left. I've got one that's kind of in the middle zone here. And then I'll have this one off to the right. So I'm pretty okay with that. So I'm going to attach it to this photo. At the bottom, then I'm just covering up those people. I don't really need to see them. So I think that'll work out all right. And I'll go maybe about, need to hang it off here. I'm gonna end up going like 3/4 over the photo. That's okay. I get rid of more people then. All right, and since that's sticky in the back, I don't want to use my better scissors. So I'm gonna use my cruddy craft scissors. All right, let's see what I think of that. Yes, I like it. Okay, so that's getting a staple as well. Let's see. Put it all next to each other and see if it's done. Yeah, I like it. I think this one is finished. So yeah, it came together pretty quickly. I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching, everyone.